Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg and welcome to SSD Radio. I want to talk to you today about a situation that sometimes arises in Social Security disability cases, and that is what happens if your doctor has recommended surgery, but you don't feel comfortable undergoing surgery. And this is certainly quite reasonable if you are recommended for back surgery or some sort of very invasive, serious surgery. I just don't feel comfortable with it. That's understandable. What about if it's a knee surgery or something a little less, even hemorrhoid surgery, for example, something it's a fairly routine type of thing that has very limited, rare complications? Well, Social Security law basically says that a judge cannot punish you, cannot deny benefits because you would not undergo surgery. And I think that my experience has been that most judges are pretty aware of this. Although I think it's important to explain to the judge why, because if you simply say, I just didn't want surgery, I won't give an explanation, a judge could find another reason to deny your case. So what I tell my clients is, let's try to figure out why you don't want to have surgery. Is it your fear of paralysis or death? Is it your fear of anesthetic? I'm just making notes of looking at my notes from some of the reasons people have told me. Sometimes a doctor will tell you that surgery is not a good idea because you're a smoker. Smokers don't have as good of a recovery rate. Could be you need to lose weight. And even these things may be embarrassing. It may be something you don't really want to talk about, but it's important to let your attorney know why you don't want to have surgery. It's also important to identify where the doctor has said that you need surgery. So if there's a particular doctor who said to you, I would recommend surgery, let your lawyer know when he said that, what type of surgery was needed, so that you can give the judge a full explanation. So if the judge says, well, have you been recommended for surgery? Yes, Dr. Smith suggested that I have that last summer. Why haven't you had it? Well, because I'm a smoker and I'm trying to stop smoking, but I've been unsuccessful so far, or I'm deathly afraid of being put under the anesthetic. I had a relative or a friend not wake up, and I don't want to have the same thing happen to me. So I think it's just important to give some sort of an explanation as to why you don't want to have the surgery. And these are really things you want to talk about with your lawyer prior to the hearing, so you don't go into the hearing and then think about it for the first time there. It's something really to prepare for. But judges, my experience has been judges find surgical candidates. Usually that's a compelling case because obviously if you need surgery, that means that there's a pretty significant problem, and that would probably limit your capacity to work, which is the underlying issue in a Social Security case. So hope this has been helpful. Again, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks a lot.